Oh my God.
Welcome to Lawfully Chaotic, Season 4, Episode 30. Thank you for joining us tonight. With me, as always, my partner in crime, Jason, storyteller from TTRPG Academy.
To be clear, you're mimicking James Cagney, correct?
That is correct.
Criminal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how.
Is that because Chicago's always in the news these days? Is that like the thing?
I don't know why I'm doing James Cagney. Most people are probably like, who the fuck's that?
Who the fuck's James Cagney?
He's an old guy.
Who the fuck are these old guys?
He's a black and white actor back before they colored them actors in.
Oh my God.
Welcome. Kristen is off tonight.
Yes.
And before I forget, I do want to announce that we are changing our time slot. Earth-shattering news.
Yes, we are.
We are going to be same night, but we are going to be on at, what did we decide? 5 Pacific and 7 Central, correct?
I believe so, yeah. Either 5 or 5:30. 5. No, 5. You're right.
5.
Yep.
Yes, 5 Pacific, 7 Central. Starting next week. That way, because Kristen is on the East Coast, so it's just too big of a time spread, and she has to go sleepy because she gets up really early. So we are moving the show, and that way we won't compete with Critical Role and pilfer all of their viewers to our show. Too many people are missing Critical Role because they're watching us. So I had to talk to them, and I'm like, okay, I'll give you guys a break, and we'll move Lawfully Chaotic so we don't compete with Critical Role anymore. So anyway, I'll put out some posts, some reminders, but next week, 7 o'clock Central, Lawfully Chaotic, same time, same day, Thursday.
Yeah, same chaotic Thursday. Same chaotic Thursday. Same chaotic mayhem.
Oh, Andy's over on Instagram. Hey, Andy, what's up? Yes, we are moving to prime time. We got a prime time slot. And the ad dollars are just going to roll in.
Yeah, because that's 5 o'clock, 7 Central, and then 8 o'clock East Coast. So
correct.
Which means, Kristen could get to bed like right around a little after 9 o'clock. So
yes, because she gets
up. I mean, I don't even know what that's like to go to sleep at 9 o'clock. I didn't think that was physically possible.
What? It's still light out, isn't it?
Yeah. Still. It's not that it's still light out for us. I mean, the one thing about sitting in California, man, once summer's over, boy, does it start getting dark fast again. And once summer's over, and we start, it's amazing how quickly you're sitting in your house, on a day off like Friday, I'll be outside working in the garden, and I'm like, it's 5 o'clock and it's almost dark. What the hell's going on?
5, dude. In the peak of winter here, I'm not joking. It's pretty much dark by 4 o'clock.
Well, you're further north than I am, so
yeah, it's fucking depressing as shit. I wish they would get rid of daylight savings time once and for all.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
So stupid.
But why would they do something that's actually popular?
Don't know. What are we here to talk about tonight, Jason?
I don't know. What are we here to talk about tonight, Brian?
I don't know. Andy's over in Ireland. Oh, and you have to go to sleep. Oh, well, good night.
Yeah, good night.
Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, Ireland. What is it like? It's like midnight there in Ireland, or 1 o'clock in the morning right now in Ireland.
6 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
So 8 ahead of you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Enjoy.
I've been there. I've been there twice. It's a wonderful country.
I have not. I really want to go. I finally made it over to England. I went to London last year, and I was absolutely blown away. I didn't have any expectations, and I was literally just floored. I absolutely loved London. Oh, it's 2:30 a.m. there. Go to bed, dude. Are you up painting? Did you schlep all your paints to Ireland?
Probably did. Jammed all of his paints in the luggage and said, "You know
Right.
what?
That's awesome, though. Enjoy
I'm
the
not gonna
trip.
get any sleep."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I talking about tonight?
You know what? It's interesting. I've been having a lot of really cool conversations. I had a great conversation with the bearded nerd.
Actually, I'm going to interrupt you before you even get started.
Motherfucker.
No, because I just want to address. I said I was going to watch both episodes of Critical Role,
And
I don't want to spend. I don't want to. I did lie. I don't want to spend the whole. I don't want to spend the whole episode talking about it. I did sit down to watch episode 1, and I got a little past halfway through. I still intend to watch the 2 of them, but man, I got to be honest, it's not for me. I was bored off my fucking ass.
Yeah, I could tell. I know your style. I mean, when we went and saw them live together in the Greek Theater, you know, that style of presentation on the theater was just, it really held my interest, you know.
Yeah.
That's
cool, Miles. I'm not knocking. You know, it's just not. That's why I say it's not for me.
Yeah.
This is not in my wheelhouse of.
I have.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying for me, it's not for me.
I enjoy it once again. I enjoy it because I like watching the players. It's always been my main thing. It's why I love. And I have to be honest with you. With this one, I'm kind of ignoring the DM this time, and I'm just totally into the players.
Because Brennan Lee Mulligan, as I said, who I thought I was going to hate, I actually like him so far.
Yeah, I suspect people are struggling with the rapid changing of the tables, as well as the time slides that are happening, like moving time this way, moving time that way. I just don't think it was
a good way to jump into a campaign with something so, again, so deep, so heavy, so serious, and so, I'm going to say it, boring.
But you know, I gotta be transparent here. A lot of beginnings of all campaigns tend to be a little bit on the slow side. They tend to take time to ramp up, but a
4-hour session of
I've trained myself to watch it very differently now. I use methods of watching it, so I'm only watching it like an hour a day in between cycles. So I'll watch it for an hour, come back the following day, watch it for an hour, come back the following day, watch it for an hour. It's a different experience to watch other people play. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, of course.
It's also a different experience to watch other professionals play, professional performers. And I'm going to call them professional performers because they are.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted more Robbie. I wasn't getting enough Robbie. It was great. I loved the beginning of episode 2. I thought that was epic, the way they started it off. And, you know, I definitely don't like Critical Role's way of handling the advertisements now. That weird kind of.
Oh, they
don't do it like the same way anymore. It's it's almost like a cutaway. It's like this 5-minute cutaway. They're not sitting at their game table anymore. They're sitting in like what's supposed to just look like a cheap...
Oh, you mean at the beginning?
Yeah, at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that always set the tone of expectation.
Yeah.
And now when I watch that, I actually fast forward through it because it didn't feel like an advertisement before, and now it feels like an advertisement. So now that it feels like one, I'm like, I fast forward.
Are they pulling viewers faster that way? That's interesting. Yeah, like I said, I'm still gonna watch, the first few episodes, because I still want a fully informed decision. But man, it's gonna be a slog for me.
I mean, I would just watch it an hour a day or listen to it while you're working. If you try to consume it in 4 hours.
I have to be focused because even when I'm invested in it, I can't watch it while I'm working because I just tune it out. And with this one, if I'm not fully focused on it, I was in the car and I tuned
so
it
you're
out.
finally admitting you're not a very good multitasker.
Not for absorbing content like that. No.
You see, I can read, write, listen, and watch 4 things at a time, and I'm fine. I'll retain it all. That's not a big deal.
Can't.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, then you're a robot. You're an android.
No, it's patterning. It's all about patterning.
Yeah.
You train yourself to pattern things in such a way that you absorb the things that you want to absorb. Yeah. So, I've always been a good multitasker. But you're right. A lot of people are like, multitasking doesn't really work. It's not very efficient. I'm like, well, if you're not very, if you're not very good at multitasking, you're right.
Yeah. For absorbing content, then I can't do that. But anyway, so I did say I was going to watch them, and I did try. So I just wanted to bring that up. But okay, enough of that. I want to hear about these conversations that you've had with.
So I've been like over the last couple of years, I've been doing workshops on and off. I was doing a workshop with 3 Miles Down. He's got some great ideas for what he's doing, and we're gonna, he published his new website. His brand is focusing on being a pay-to-play DM with kids live in session, like live in person. So whether it's at a game store, a library, or a place that eventually will be established. So his main focus of the Q&A that we've been working on for 3 different workshop sessions was getting organized, getting prioritized, and focusing on the things that make sense. And,
totally. There was a clip of you guys posted on
just got to give it a flavor of what the workshop is. And then that was one of the more recent workshops I was doing. And then I set one up with the Bearded Nerd, who we already know has got an excellent social media following, right? So he's got it's like over 35,000 followers, I think, on Instagram now.
He does?
Yeah, I believe so.
Holy shit.
And he really enjoys that. But we had a really great conversation about what it's nice when you come to someone and say, hey, can you get things organized for me so I can understand what I'm trying to do? And that's basically what our 2-hour session was all about. He had some specific asks, and we kind of went through the whole workshop, and I've been focusing on that more. The idea of the workshops are how to play the game as a player. I haven't done a workshop for that yet. I'd really love to get, people into that workshop, because I think
do you remember how to play the game as a player?
I think it's important for a DM to have that workshop with a potential player. Yeah. Because then you can kind of get the perspective of what a DM thinks players are.
Yeah.
And more importantly, DMs know both the shortfalls as well as the good behaviors and good habits of players, and they can look at it very differently. It also exposes me to people that haven't played the game, so I could get their kind of interpretation of what that feels like. That's kind of why I've been offering up that particular workshop, because I want to get that, what's it like to never play before feeling again, and try to understand that more. And then of course I've got the toolbox workshop. I've got the one-shot workshop. I've got all these. I think I've got like 5 workshops on the website now.
That's awesome. Are these one-on-ones that you've been doing, or
say again?
Have these all so far been one-on-one, or do you?
Yeah, I only do one-on-ones. I really, if one of the things that I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to promote the studio more, the physical studio. So I'm trying to set up 1 or 2 days a week where I'm going to try to go out and focus on the physical audience again, and try to get people into the studio itself and do private sessions or whatever, those turn into. I'm definitely, you saw that I spent a little time on my socials this week. So I've been trying to get back into my socials. I've got a Tuesday table that has 2 players, possibly 3 already. so I'm only 2 seats away from filling it, which is nice. To be able, we're gonna have we were supposed to have our first zero session next Tuesday, but one of the players can't do it, so we're gonna go ahead and push it one more week so I can try to get 1 or 2 more players before we really truly get started.
Is that D&D?
Yeah, it's gonna be the Age of Restoration.
Oh, right.
It's gonna take place in Tal'Dorei. Everything that's happened is going to be canonized or put into legend, and we're going to start a whole new timeline, so that people can be in the world after a lot of the changes already occurred, and have it be a little bit more about their story than just capitalizing on story content that's already been kind of
nice
driven by Critical Role. So trying to get busy again. The Exandria stories are mostly done at this point. The Divergence is over. Age of Divergence is over. I mean, even Matt's been quoted a couple times calling it the beginning of Age of Restoration. And so he's like introduced a whole new age. I really dig that philosophy. I think that's a real fun way of kind of offering up the same world with a very different, group of legends, group of heroes, different group of stories and content and all that stuff. So I'm really loving that aspect of dipping my toe back into it. But it is purely going to be 2024 rules, though. I'm not going to do the 2014, 2024 blending anymore.
Are you still going to do some of your homebrew stuff?
It's all homebrew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing. They haven't written any campaign content for Age of Restoration at all.
No, but I mean, in terms of mechanics, in terms of the rules, are you?
Yeah. I'm still going to offer up all the traditional homebrew options to new tables.
Okay, so the 4 AP system,
4 AP system, spell slot system, the Gambler's Luck, Max Crit, all that stuff is still gonna play in. But it's still going to be a choice, though. It's still going to. They may choose not to do it, so we'll have to see.
Right, but but they choose as a table.
Yes, as a table.
Obviously,
they make those choices.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, it's. I guess watching the new season 2 or season 4 that we're in, it is interesting that everybody's backstory is kind of done. Like they did you could tell everyone's established. Like. That's the one interesting thing about this season. There's more of a mystery as to how they know each other than their backstory, because their backstories are so heavily published in season 4. It's like, oh, that sounds familiar. That's how we've been running a couple of our tables recently. My Tuesday and Wednesday tables, their backstories were done by session 3. And everything has been, the being absorbed in the world and the sandbox nature of the world that they're in. And it's less dramatic. So there's a little bit of drama in the worlds, but it's mostly fun hyperbole and Yeah, I know. Sam's cleric with no whiz and all riz. Yeah, Sam's cleric is a charisma bard. So we'll have to see if they're developing a new character or subclass system for a cleric, because he has no wisdom, but he's really high in charisma. He's playing a Nepo baby, basically. He's playing a Nepo baby, So it's been really fun watching him kind of play himself a little bit.
I mean, let's be honest. He's always fun to watch play.
Yeah. I mean, he makes it
pretty
entertaining.
much. Yeah.
If Robbie, Sam, and Ashley, and Travis were playing a 4-person table,
oh my god,
I would watch that every day. I mean, that would be.
I would throw Liam in there, but it's really interesting because, Orem was not a very good match for Liam. I don't think.
I liked Orem. I thought Orem was a fun character. I think I think Orm was very traditional character. Was like a very
Yeah, it
traditional
just
D&D
seemed
character.
too soft for what he could bring to it. Like Caleb was just phenomenal.
Well, but I think that runs into another problem they're going to have in season 4 is, you know, after playing in 3 long form campaigns together, you know, it's like, yeah, has your best character been played? You know, yeah, there's definitely the German accents. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not saying because of such
because of the German accent.
Because of the German.
I think Caleb was.
I love Robbie. I've always liked Travis's style of play. Sam is always fun to watch. Ashley, it's funny because it took me a while to warm up to her, and she's one of my favorite players of the lot now.
Yeah,
like, Fern was great.
I still say that Fern has been her best character.
I totally agree. 100%. Yeah.
I think the challenge with character development right now is because they've been so exposed to different characters. I think 3 Miles is right. I think they're setting up these low level characters to become obvious multi-classing characters and allowing the multi-class to kind of tell their story a little bit.
Yeah, I would. To me, that's kind of the only. Again, we've talked about this a little bit too. And again, I'm not knocking D&D, and I'm not saying I'm going to stop playing, but I do feel like you've played every character there is. So
I feel like you need to wear a shirt that says that statement. That way, you just hold up your shirt, point it, and then just continue with your.
Yeah, that with the pixel dice. Oh my God, I lost our pixel.
That's not a major loss. It's going to be fine.
Well,
and I think one of the things that really spoiled me with Liam's play style with Caleb, I love the way he described every spell that he cast.
Oh my God, that was
fucking epic. That's
what I mean. He is so descriptive and so methodical. Like I just like I said, I felt Orem didn't give him enough to play with. It was just But that's an interesting take, is that they're setting up for multi-classing, because I kind of feel like, starting to throw in some multi-class, some obvious combos, some less obvious combos is kind of.
And I think we're going to see a lot more death this season. I think that's going to happen because Brendan. He kind of does definitely more character deaths. One of the things that Brendan does that I will do sometimes too is Brendan, I don't give a fuck. It's like one of my favorite things to do is try to figure out a mechanic that increases tension and concern. Like I love the order mechanic, where if you have something that's going to affect all 5 of the players, but you only want it to affect one player, I'll have players roll a d6, and whoever rolls the highest, it's going to affect them. So it's cool. It's just kind of random,
like they get hit full in the face and everybody else avoids it.
Yeah, or some dramatic effect occurs.
Yeah,
but like it was really fun. The opening of session 2 or of episode 2 was everybody roll death saves, and that was like the opening. It's like I need you to roll a death save.
Well, thanks for ruining that for me.
Okay, it doesn't ruin it because obviously no one died. But it's in his style of mechanical interpretation is makes the game fun.
Yeah, I think that is what I'm interested in seeing, is how he differs from Matt. These are the reasons I'm going to still give it a try. That is one. 2 is I really want to see Matt as a player, a long-term player, not a one-shot player.
Right.
Well, mostly those two.
Oh my God, that's
I think of three, so I guess it's just two. But yeah. So anyway,
what do you got going on these days? I feel like we're turning into a state of the game episode.
Yeah, I know, and that's why, like I said, I did not want to spend the whole episode talking about Critical Role again, but it's the I think
it's the flavor of the month right now. Yeah, it's the flavor of the what. Yeah. I will say I'm looking forward to Mighty 9 dropping. The trailers look amazing.
Mighty 9 is still my favorite season so far. So
yeah, I would agree. Chaos, baby. Chaos.
And I do need to finish Age of Umbra too. I want to do that when I can sit down and concentrate.
I've been thinking about ordering the Wild Sea book. I've been converting all my D&D content to PDFs, just in case. I really want to hopefully get another Daggerheart game going again.
Still want to play Daggerheart. Oh, that's cool. Is that Brennan wanted to use secret death saves? That's cool.
Yeah. So there's a lot
that would increase the tension like a fuck ton.
Yeah.
Because so even with the death saves, even when you're like at 1, you're like, I got time.
Yeah. Sort of.
Yeah. A little bit.
But I have been, I've been reintroduced to the creativeness of players, bro. Wednesday night, I had 2 combat sessions yesterday. Mm-hmm. And both were, one combat session was 2 hours and 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. And the other combat session was like 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I just couldn't get over how many criticals were rolled through the 2 sessions. It was insane.
Yeah.
But as players get better at playing together with their characters, mm-hmm. It's amazing to see how they are so good at like doing the combat mechanics, man. It's like it's one of the things I wanted to make sure with a lot of the long form campaigns for a lot of my tables. I want to make sure we're doing enough fun combat, mm-hmm. And also mixing it with fun role play, because I don't want people to lose sight of their character's abilities. Like, it's like if you do like honestly, if you play 3 sessions and you don't have a combat, I don't know if that really helps. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
I would say you could go 2 without a combat, but I agree. Beyond that,
I think anything more than 2, people lose a little bit of focus on their ability to run their players. They lose familiarity with their player or with their characters as well. They're like, oh man, I forgot I could do that. I'm like, oh, okay, well. We might be role playing too much then.
Oh my God, I didn't apply sneak attack damage for the last 6 turns.
But then once again, it's like, if the table wants a lot of role play, I'm not going to stop them from having, the role play that they want. But I like the combat.
What I've been trying to do with my characters is, especially, and this applies, well, I guess it applies more to spellcasters, but it's playing in more unconventional, or it's doing more unconventional things than the standard, okay, I attack, I cast this, and I cast that. It's like in the Sunday game, I forgot what I did, but that dragon was flying in the air, and I dimension doored up to its face, and then as I was falling, attacked it.
Yeah.
And then I forgot what if other fall, and then Misty stepped the rest of the way back. It was like, it's like, that was one thing that Liam was always good at as Caleb, is like, not just like, oh, I firebolt or I fireball, it's like casting those spells that, and we talked about this a little with your spell slot system or lack of spell slots.
Right.
That the greatest thing about that is that it allows you to cast spells that you would otherwise never have prepared.
Yeah.
Because you only have a few spell slots, and you're not going to even waste a preparation slot on a spell that you're probably never going to cast.
Yeah.
So
and that was one of the things that I really liked about Shadow Dark's magic system.
Yeah.
Is it didn't overwhelm you with spell choice, and they just made it a simple baseline cast of a roll.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just describing every spell's casting.
That's I love that. That's really cool. And especially, again, when you're casting, like a grease spell, in a really odd situation, it's kind of fun. So, what else? I've started writing, because it is, summer is wrapping up or is done.
Yeah.
I have started writing, my campaign for our DMs group.
Oh, good.
Stream.
Yeah, I still have high hopes we'll get that going someday.
We will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my homebrew, but I realized in running it, and this is why I was writing it as I was running it, because I realized as I was running it, there was a certain point at which the players really lost a lot of interest, because I think, again, I was making it too big, like we've talked about. It started small and then it became global.
Right.
And because of that, there were some. I'm rethinking the second half of the campaign, but I am getting that prepped. Painting minis again.
As you should be.
What else? I've got a few logos I'm working on. Kristen's is one.
Nice.
Got a couple others, but otherwise I'm not. I've got no Daggerheart, got no Darrington or Critical Role work at the moment.
Their work tends to slow down for you in the fall because you're right on top of their release schedule right now. All their stuff is dropping, releasing. The new season.
Right.
Daggerheart's already released.
Yep.
I think the only announcement recently for them was the new card pack that they announced.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and that's done and wrapped already.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's a Kickstarter, but it looks like it's all designed and taken care of, because that's basically part of the original game design. So I wrapped up that Tales of Death thing with Ivan Van Norman.
Nice.
So I don't know. I kind of have. I've got one of my corporate clients, but it's a pretty decent. It's a pretty comfortable workload. So I'm kind of getting, again, especially also since the weather's turning, I'm kind of getting that creative bug again to start actually creating content.
Yeah, 3 Miles pointed out that our Sunday night game from 47. They bid in Dressar for 42 or 43 sessions. And they finally left Dressar. They finally left the city, and now they're in King's Fall,
Nice.
So in the Hellcatch, trying to figure out what to do next. And it's been, I love city campaigns.
I do too.
One of the things I'm working on right now is I'm building a large town, and that large town's going to be the entire campaign.
Yeah, you mentioned I love that idea.
And I'm only going to build the core of it so that as the players play in it, they get to develop their own thoughts on points of interest within the town, or make discoveries within the town, and then those become little arcs within the town.
Yeah.
I was a little inspired by the starter set. I mean, I'm not thrilled at the price, but I get the price. But one of the things I was...
How much is it again? $50?
Yeah, $50.
Yeah.
The starter set, the quests are all kind of standalone quests in the starter set. There's not a lot of hierarchy in it. It's a bunch of little arcs, little quests, and it really is designed for new players. It's been really, and it's been really kind of re-inspiring me to think about how much fun it would be to be in a town with a lot of just little arcs for people to do. and not feel overwhelmed by one
Yeah.
major arc. You know,
It's
maybe
like
have
it's like a whole campaign of side quests.
yeah.
I'm gonna coin that term.
Well, good luck, because the term side quest is all over the interwebs. So good luck with that. That's the name of my friend's game shop, is Side Quest.
Oh, really? I was
It's
trying to
been
think
coined to the tune of a bag full of coins. But yeah, I just, number one, it's an easy space for me to be creative in.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
Sit
turn
in a city.
you could turn
Oh
a
my God.
haunted, you could turn a
Totally.
haunted house into a 3 or 4
You could have a
session.
dimensional portal. You could have sewers. You could have the
Well, one of
undercity.
my, I have a nefarious villain. I have a particular villain that I've used on occasion. He runs a museum, but all the museum artwork and everything is cursed. Like everything in the museum has a kind of
it's Night
curse
at the
associated.
Museum. I saw that.
Not nearly as friendly as Night at the Museum.
Okay.
And sometimes the patrons go in and they fail to come out. So, that's how the mystery of this museum kicks off.
I agree, though. I love, like, Waterdeep for me is the quintessential, like, campaign. Campaign
heck
location.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
It's just an endless supply of content. Yeah.
I know when I did that Waterdeep campaign for 2.5 years, I think they hung out by the Yawning Portal for 10 or 20 sessions before they why not? Because the Yawning Portal is just a lot of fun. It's pure chaos and there's a lot going on. Now, granted, it's always the main kind of transition over into the Undermountain if you're going to go with the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which I'm still shocked to this day that I did a 2-year dungeon crawl campaign. I still can't believe I did that.
That's fucking
that felt so weird to take on, but it felt so it just felt so good to do it, like to prove that you can still do traditional dungeon crawls in a very narrative fashion. I will admit it was a lot more work to do it. It was more work, but I do like to challenge myself with that. I do like the idea that you should challenge yourself with the work and see if you still find that kind of work fun, or is a dungeon crawl truly outdated. But no, dungeon crawls in a narrative fashion for long form campaign can be done.
I've never done it. I've never done a really long one, but I also that idea holds a lot of interest for me also. I think that is really fun. Because you've got to be creative as hell to pull that off.
Well, it was helpful to have the Mad Mage dungeon lore available to me to use, and I was not interested in truly making the map as big as they made it.
Yeah.
The map is like so unwieldy. It's just, and I got it. It's like they made the map that way because the idea was that as you travel through the dungeons, you go through magical portals that send you to different places of the dungeon, and it's always this kind of random expectation. But some of those hallways were 1,000 feet long. I'm just like, that hallway doesn't need to be 1,000 feet long. That just doesn't make any sense.
Am I in longbow range? Surprisingly, this time, no.
No,
it's the only time I've ever said that in D&D.
Well, in a 1,000-foot long hallway in the dark is like, yep, the hallway keeps going. What do you do?
Yeah.
We keep slowly moving forward. It still keeps going. What do you want to do? Any traps? Any secret doors? You know what? Yes, there's a trap door, and we can finally get out of this fucking hallway. Yeah, let's do that. It's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I am looking forward to. I will say I am looking forward to November 1st because the 2 new Faerun books drop on November 1st. So I'm really fingers crossed and hoping that whatever editing they've done and whatever they've done to
I may buy. Those I may buy. I love Faerun.
And the fact that we're getting 2 separate books is is very pleasing to me.
Yeah.
That means maybe they're
How
really
about
giving
the
it good attention.
how about the Stranger Things release? The Lost
The
campaign of
Hellfire's Club.
Yeah, Hellfire Club, Eddie Munson's Lost campaign.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to buy it. I haven't looked at it yet.
We'll see.
No one. What's weird is no one's even reviewed it. I can't find a review on it.
Really?
Yeah. I think people are afraid.
Out,
yeah,
right?
it
it is released. Okay.
I believe so. Let me double check my.
I thought they were doing it more more congruently with season 5, which is
no, it comes out tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Oh,
yeah. Welcome to Fire Club comes out tomorrow.
You would think that somebody would have gotten a copy and
reviewed it. So, but then again, there weren't a lot of reviews of the starter set either. There was maybe a handful of influencers that did us.
Everybody's too invested in Critical Role.
Yeah, right now they are. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I also I know this horse is probably unconscious and needs to be left alone, but I really think there's still a bit of a schism with hiring Tweedledee and Tweedledum from WotC. I still don't have a good feeling about that move. There's something about that move that still bothers me.
I'm reserving judgment. I do not disagree with you, but I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm reserving judgment.
The problem I have with it is still based on where they came from and what their lack of backbone of where they came from. And it's just like, therefore, I'm not assessing their skills. I'm not assessing their creativity. I'm not assessing what they're bringing to the table. I don't think I actually care about that because the moral obligation that they failed to offer up to those that really deserve their support and their failure to do that, I can't get over it. I know
you're a hang up, and I don't totally disagree. Like I said, I'm a little,
but at least you're smart enough to know to at least wait for them to either prove that they're still successful creators or not. And I'm not even. I don't even think I care about that.
Surprisingly, I am. It's very unlike me, but I don't think I care. I think it's going to go one of two ways. I think it's either going to be a truly fresh, freer, creative environment for them, and they will thrive, or, and I hope this is not the case, or it is the first step into the portal of corporate BS for Critical Role. I don't think it's that one. I don't think it is
either, but I don't know, man. I'm just struggling with it. I just don't know why it bothers me so much, but it does.
No, you know why. I mean, and it's a fair assessment. I get it. Oh, before I forget, Tales of Etheria, An Unexpected Quest came out. This is Nicole's Game Master Mom's book.
Oh, yeah.
I got it the other day. It is truly just, I'm so proud of her, if I may say that.
Yeah, piece of art, right?
It's just awesome. It really is.
It's a kid's book, right? It's her kid's book?
Kid's book, yeah. So there's a foil copy, there's a regular copy, there's a coloring book, there's a digital copy. She's selling it on Amazon. I mean, it's such an awesome achievement. It was so cool to see her basically start from the ground up, and she did it pretty quick, well,
and everything for her was a learning curve. It's like
everything, the Kickstarter campaign, publishing, writing, hiring illustrators, the brand work that I did with her, everything. So she just did an amazing freaking job.
The artwork is pretty cool.
Yeah,
the artwork is
the drawing part. Daniel. The drawing part. Daniel. What's his last name? Shit, shouldn't know. Anyway, he's the drawing bard, and his style is just so freaking cool. For this, genre, it is just it's freaking perfect. It really is. So check it out. Unexpected Quest, Tales of Etheria.
And she did that on Kickstarter, right?
Kickstarter, yeah.
Tales of Etheria.
Yep. So we'll have her on in the next week or so.
Nice.
Once it's had a little bit to sink in. But yeah, it's really
And you know,
really
she had 99 backers.
awesome.
The Kickstarter made $4,667.
Mm-hmm.
So that got her published, that got everything done, and now this thing could go out into the retail world and exist.
It doesn't sound like a lot of money when Critical Role is raising 10 million.
But if you have no, like, if you're doing this for the first time, if you're doing it all the first time,
it's not like the dollar amount. It's the fact that she got funded is a huge win. So kudos. It's so
much fun to watch someone do a Kickstarter whose pricing makes sense. Like,
oh my God, dude. There are some that are so complicated that it is almost to the point where it turns me off of backing it altogether.
Yeah.
It's so convoluted and so complicated and so ridiculous. Roxley just announced or recently did Dice Throne Vanguard. It's 4 new heroes. And they bundled a lot of the add-ons, like the plastic tokens upgrade, the card sleeves, all that stuff. And I guess for me, it was like, oh, okay, cool. Just one add-on and I get everything. Awesome. I guess a lot of people were complaining because obviously the price was higher.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people were complaining that they almost felt like a complicated Kickstarter or a new digital play. That would be a complicated Kickstarter, Alex. For 600. But anyway, I guess a lot of people were upset because they felt like it was money grubbing and it's like forcing you to pay $30 when you only wanted the card sleeves for 10, yada, yada, yada. And again, this just goes to show a well-run Kickstarter.
Yes.
You know, they said, look, we're not some huge corporation. You know, the Dice Throne team is 9 people. And fulfilling, every time we do a different add-on with different packaging and this and that, fulfillment is crazy, blah, 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 blah. It was either bundle it or we couldn't continue to add those add-ons.
Yeah.
There was a whole long letter explaining the reasoning behind that decision. And that, you know, that again, that is a well-run Kickstarter from a company that listens to its customers. And
I really enjoyed the fact that she took a risk with two of her bundles on her Kickstarter. One was the retailer bundle 50 books, and the retailer bundle 10 books. I still think that the retail community is struggling with their relationship with Kickstarter. I don't know if the retail community understands that you can go here, you know, you could for me, a retail bundle of 10 books at $125, right, is $12 a book.
That's basically a no-brainer,
right? Which means you can put it on your shelf as a $20 book. I mean, that quality of that book is a $25 book. Easy. It's a great book.
It's $24.99.
Yeah, right. I didn't even know that. I could tell. But they missed an opportunity here to get their hands on it at half price. They could have gone with the 50 bundle if you're a kid's bookstore, right? Gone with the 50 bundle, paid the $500 retailer bundle, and got the books for $10. You know, so it's
if you don't like it, then offer to help a publisher publish their book and guarantee them. You know,
but I wanted to bring it up because there were no backers for these 2 bundles, and I'm like, I'm partially not surprised, but I love the fact that she took the risk, hoping that maybe, you know, she'd get lucky enough to find a couple local kids bookstores, or I don't even know if there are local bookstores anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there are. There's one in Naperville where I grew up. They're still around. They're family owned. They're still around. They've been around since we moved there.
Yeah.
And what sets them apart is, you know, you can go in there and they don't have something, they'll get it for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
you know, I you know me, I'm not a big nostalgia person, but I will admit that one of my favorite things to do for a very long time was to walk into a bookstore, buy a coffee, go to the magazine rack, buy a couple magazines,
dude.
You know, then go to the sci-fi or fiction section, you know,
I used to do that all the fucking time.
And then you go to the book bargain bins to see if there's any rare book bargains that catch your eye, you know. And it was a whole experience, you know. It was the smell of the store, the smell of the coffee, the fact that you could take everything that you bought, go sit down at a table, order a coffee and a sandwich or a coffee and a pastry, sit there, drink coffee, consume your magazine, you know.
God,
and I'm wondering,
I remember going to the magazine rack, like, you know, oh, what's out this week and what are the articles above it? Yeah, totally.
Like, I'm wondering why is that purely something that can't happen now because of modern times, or is it too difficult to start a business like that? Does there have to be more things to do than just those things? Like, I notice a lot of game stores now are doing 20 things. Like, you know, you come in for comic books, cards, games, coffee, beer, board games. I think there's a game store somewhere that has a little movie theater in their shop, so you can pay like $5 to go sit down in like a little mini movie theater and watch a movie. Like when I go into SideQuest in Pomona, or the store that my friends own, Ivy, I didn't expect to talk about them. So Ivy and God, what's her husband's name? I see his Discord handle in my mind because it always catches me off guard. His Discord handle is butt paste. It's just so fucking funny. Ivy and Drew and their girlfriend, they all run SideQuest in Pomona. Cute little store. It's not a big footprint store, but they have a really neat gaming table where you can play and rent it for private sessions. They sell precious stones and jewelry and little kind of fun Wicca stuff, incense. They also sell all the typical gaming cards. The only thing they don't do is comic books because they simply don't have the space. That's a big. But if you go in there and look at how small their space is, they've really maximized their offerings, and you could go spend an hour there and feel like, even if you don't buy something, you have that feeling of, I spent an hour in a store and I'm not disappointed about doing that.
Well, I'm guessing that they probably do a pretty good job of curating like their community of customers.
Oh yeah. Well, they're also right across the street from Cal Poly Pomona. You know, my son runs a D&D or a TTRPG club. I think it's called the Guild or Gamers Guild or something like that, at Cal Poly Pomona. And he's in charge of it, I think he said. So I find that to be a lot of fun for him. He's in his senior year in college, so he can do stuff like that. But yeah, they have a great community where they are. You know, they did all the right things. They also, ran a booth at the Frankensons warehouse. The Frankensons warehouse is a mini con 3 days a week. So you go there, I believe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they run this huge 1 million square foot warehouse like it's an actual con. So like all the booths are in rows. It's all, you can buy models, you can buy antique toys, you can buy cards, you can buy comic books, you can buy shirts, hats, artwork.
Wait, that's every week?
Yeah, 3 days a week. Yeah.
Holy shit. Where is that?
It's called Frankensons in City of Industry. Industry.
Okay.
Well, it's a little over an hour drive if I, chose to go make that drive.
Yeah.
But, one of my favorite questions to ask when I used to interview people when I was a corporate shill, my favorite interview question was, if money was no object, what would you do? And it's a great question because
I have to think about that.
Yeah, it really requires solid critical thinking, because the question's very important. You know, if money was no object, what would you do?
Yeah.
I'm not asking you if you want to be a millionaire. I'm simply saying if money's not the object, what would you do? You know, and I always found that to be a real fun question to ask people because it really gets their creative juices going. I used to get some of the coolest answers. Oh, I would play my guitar at the park with a hat, and with a hat on the sidewalk, and just play my guitar all day. Another gal was like, oh, I'd write music all day. Another person was like, I'd paint. I'd run my art studio all day, because the introduction of that question was to help people understand that when you're in the development community, in the software development community, if you think within a box, you stay inside the box.
Yeah.
If you think outside the box, you don't even realize that you've been wandering outside the box for a long time. And that's why your creativity is so much on a higher scale. And I think what triggered me in thinking about that was I was reading one of the comments that I got, because, we post our reels on my YouTube channel, which, by the way, we're averaging like 28,000 views a month right now on our reels. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Wow. But there was a comment on one of the reels, and it was a comment on one of my comments on Ginny D. Jeannie, she recently did a video about pay to play DMs, which was really cool. And I had made a comment about how I run 8 to 10 games a week. Someone had commented to me, 8 to 10 games a week. Aren't you worried about quality control? I mean, don't you feel like you're cutting corners, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you're right. You would feel that way because it would feel overwhelming. But once again, if money's no object, once again, if it's your passion, once again, if, to quote Letterkenny, do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yep.
And it's just like, that really sunk in. That was an excellent comment that really had me thinking about that.
I like that.
Well, Bri,
I think that's a perfect way to end the show.
Fuck yeah. How do we literally spent an hour talking about fucking nothing.
Did Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld write this episode?
I know, right? Fucking crazy. It's nuts.
All right, so don't forget.
That is our last. Yep, that's our last 6:30 show.
Yep, next week, 5:00 Pacific, 7:00 Central. Thursday night.
To quote Brian Griffin's girlfriend, 5:00 specific time.
Specific time. Oh my gosh. All right. Where can we find you, Jason?
You can find me over at ttrpgacademy.life. You can find me over at Blue Sky, and you can find me over at Instagram. Always come on over to my YouTube channel. We got some funny reels and all the content that I use in my pay-to-play games can be viewed there for my Sunday night campaign and my Monday night campaign. All my other campaigns currently are private. But yeah, come check me out. Where can we find you, Bri?
Over on Instagram, RPG and Co. And check out the website, playrpgandco.com. Shoot me a DM. I love talking about game stuff. And that's it.
That's it. Hey, Brian, TPK.
Tell a story, Jason.
Play a game, Brian.
And most importantly, remember, please be kind. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.